Men over 60, I want to share something with you that might sound unusual at first. Your feet? Yes, the very foundation you stand on every single day holds a connection to your most intimate vitality that most men never consider. For years, I have watched men search for answers in all the wrong places, spending money on pills and devices, when often the solution was right beneath them, quite literally. The feet contain reflex points that, when stimulated properly with the right natural substances, can send signals throughout the entire body, awakening circulation, restoring hormonal balance, and yes, bringing back that morning vitality you thought was gone forever. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How could rubbing something on my feet possibly affect what happens between my legs? It seems too simple, perhaps even far-fetched. But when we understand how the body truly works, when we look at the intricate web of nerves, blood vessels, and energy pathways that connect every part of us, it begins to make perfect sense. The feet are not just for walking. They are a map of the entire body, containing thousands of nerve endings that correspond to every organ, every gland, every system. Traditional medicine has understood this for thousands of years. Modern science is now catching up, confirming what ancient healers always knew. What I am about to share with you is not a quick fix. It is not a trick. It is a method of working with your body's natural design, supporting it in doing what it was always meant to do. Because here is the truth that so many men need to hear. Aging is natural. The years bring wisdom, experience, and depth of character. But decline, that slow fading of vitality, that loss of morning firmness, that diminishing of desire and capability that is not inevitable, that is often the result of poor circulation, hormonal imbalance, stress, inflammation, and a body that has simply not been given the tools it needs to maintain its natural functions. Over the decades of teaching natural health principles, I have seen men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s reclaim aspects of their vitality they thought were lost to time. Not through synthetic hormones or pharmaceutical interventions, but through simple, natural methods that support the body's innate wisdom. The human body is an extraordinary creation. When we feed it properly, when we stimulate it correctly, when we remove the obstacles to its natural functioning, it responds. Sometimes the response is gradual. Sometimes it surprises us with its speed, but it responds. So what exactly am I talking about? I am speaking of a specific nighttime ritual involving castor oil, a humble natural substance that has been used for thousands of years for healing, cleansing, and restoration. But castor oil alone, while powerful, becomes exponentially more effective when combined with other natural ingredients that work synergistically to target male vitality specifically. When this combination is applied to the reflex points on your feet before bed, something remarkable begins to happen. The oil penetrates deeply, the active compounds enter your bloodstream, and throughout the night as you sleep, your body begins a process of renewal. Let me explain how this works, because understanding is the foundation of belief, and belief is the foundation of consistent action. When we talk about male vitality, about firm morning erections, about sustained performance, we are really talking about three primary factors. First, circulation. An erection is fundamentally a vascular event. It requires strong, steady blood flow to fill the chambers of the penis and maintain firmness. Second, hormones. Testosterone and other androgens must be present in adequate amounts and properly balanced. Third, nervous system function. The signals from brain to body must travel clearly and strongly. As men age, all three of these systems tend to weaken. The blood vessels become less flexible. Tiny deposits accumulate in the arteries. Circulation slows. Testosterone production naturally declines, though this decline is often accelerated by stress, poor diet, and environmental toxins. The nervous system becomes less responsive, signals weaken, sensitivity diminishes. This is where the feet become so valuable. The soles of your feet contain reflex points that correspond directly to your reproductive organs, your circulatory system, your endocrine glands. When you stimulate these points with the right substances, you are essentially sending a wake-up call to these systems. Castor oil is the foundation of this remedy. It has been called the palm of Christ, and for good reason. This thick golden oil extracted from the castor bean has properties unlike almost any other natural substance. It penetrates deeply into tissues, far deeper than most oils. It stimulates lymphatic drainage, helping to clear away toxins and reduce inflammation. It increases local blood flow wherever it is applied. And perhaps most importantly for our purposes, it contains ricinoleic acid, a unique fatty acid that has powerful anti-inflammatory effects and the ability to enhance the absorption of other beneficial compounds. But castor oil is just the beginning. The real transformation happens when we combine it with other natural ingredients that specifically support male hormonal health, circulation, and nervous system function. One of the most powerful of these is raw, unprocessed honey. Now, you might wonder what honey has to do with male vitality. The answer lies in its unique composition. Raw honey contains boron, a trace mineral that has been shown in research to increase free testosterone levels. It contains B vitamins that support energy production and nervous system health. It provides natural sugars that feed your cells with clean, stable energy throughout the night, avoiding the blood sugar crashes that can disrupt hormone production. When honey is combined with castor oil and applied to the feet, something synergistic occurs. The castor oil carries the honey's beneficial compounds deep into the tissues and into the bloodstream through the thousands of tiny capillaries in your feet. Throughout the night, as you sleep, these compounds circulate through your body, supporting testosterone production, feeding your cells, reducing inflammation. Many men have told me that after just a few nights of this practice, they noticed a difference in their morning state. Not a forced, artificial response, but a natural, healthy firmness that reminded them of younger years. But we can take this even further. There is another ingredient that, when added to this mixture, creates what I call the Vitality Trinity. I am speaking of cinnamon, specifically Ceylon cinnamon, the true cinnamon. This ancient spice has been prized for thousands of years, not just for its flavor, but for its medicinal properties. Cinnamon is a powerful circulatory stimulant. It dilates blood vessels, improves blood flow to the extremities, and yes, to the pelvic region. It helps regulate blood sugar, which is crucial because unstable blood sugar is one of the primary causes of hormonal imbalance in men. Cinnamon also contains compounds that support healthy testosterone levels and reduce inflammation throughout the body. When you combine cinnamon with castor oil and honey, you create a formula that addresses male vitality from multiple angles simultaneously. The castor oil penetrates and carries. The honey nourishes and supports hormones. The cinnamon stimulates circulation and reduces inflammation. Together, they work with your body's natural rhythms, supporting the overnight renewal processes that should be happening every single night. Now let me give you the exact formula and method, because knowledge without application remains just knowledge. You will need organic castor oil, raw unfiltered honey, and Ceylon cinnamon powder. Here is what you do. In a small bowl, combine 1 tablespoon of castor oil with 1 teaspoon of raw honey. Add half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon powder. Mix these together thoroughly until you have a smooth, slightly thick paste. The consistency should be spreadable, but not too runny. Before bed, after your evening shower, or bath when your feet are clean and your pores are open, sit comfortably and take this mixture in your hands. Begin by massaging it into the soles of your feet, paying special attention to the arch and the area just below the ball of the foot. This region corresponds to your reproductive organs and endocrine system. Use firm but gentle pressure. Make slow, circular motions. Spend at least 3 to 5 minutes on each foot. You are not just applying oil. You are stimulating reflex points, awakening nerve pathways, encouraging blood flow. After you have thoroughly massaged both feet, put on a pair of cotton socks. This serves two purposes. It prevents the oil from getting on your sheets, and more importantly, it creates a gentle warming effect that enhances absorption throughout the night. Then simply go to bed. As you sleep, the active compounds are being absorbed through your skin, entering your bloodstream, circulating throughout your body. The castor oil is reducing inflammation. The honey is supporting hormone production. The cinnamon is stimulating circulation. Your body is doing what it was designed to do, renewing and restoring itself. Most men begin to notice changes within the first week. The first sign is often improved sleep quality. Many men report sleeping more deeply, waking less frequently during the night. This makes sense because the ritual itself is calming, and the compounds you are absorbing help regulate stress hormones. Within the second week, many men notice the return of morning firmness. It might be subtle at first, just a slight increase in firmness upon waking, but this is significant. Morning erections are a sign of healthy testosterone levels and good circulation. They are your body's way of maintaining tissue health in that area. By the third and fourth week, the changes typically become more pronounced. Morning firmness becomes more consistent and more complete. Energy levels throughout the day improve. Many men report feeling more confident, more present, more interested in intimacy. And here is what is so important to understand. These changes are not artificial. They are not the result of forcing your body to do something it cannot sustain. They are the result of removing obstacles and providing support so your body can function as it was designed to. But there is more to this practice than just the physical formula. The act itself, the nightly ritual of caring for yourself, of taking time to massage your feet, to be present with your body. This has its own healing power. In our modern world, men especially are taught to ignore their bodies, to push through discomfort, to disconnect from physical sensations. This nightly practice reconnects you. It reminds you that your body is not just a vehicle to be driven hard. It is a living system that responds to care and attention. Some men have asked me about variations on this formula, and I want to share a few options because not every body is exactly the same. If you find that the cinnamon is too stimulating, perhaps making your feet feel too warm, you can reduce it to 1/4 teaspoon or replace it with ginger powder, which is gentler but still circulatory. If you want to enhance the hormonal support even further, you can add a tiny amount of fenugreek powder, perhaps 1/8 teaspoon. Fenugreek has been used traditionally to support male vitality, and modern research confirms it can help increase free testosterone levels. Another powerful variation involves adding a few drops of peppermint essential oil to the mixture. Peppermint is cooling and stimulating. It enhances circulation and creates a pleasant, tingling sensation that many men find invigorating. Just 3 to 4 drops is sufficient. Too much can be overwhelming. The key with all of these variations is to start with the basic formula and then adjust based on your own response. Your body will tell you what works best. Now I want to address something important. This practice works best as part of a holistic approach to health. You cannot expect to eat poorly, live a sedentary lifestyle, be chronically stressed, and have this foot massage alone solve everything. The body is an integrated whole. Everything affects everything else. But that said, this practice can be a powerful catalyst. It can be the thing that jumpstarts your motivation to make other healthy changes. When you start noticing improvements, when you start feeling more vital, it becomes easier to make better food choices, to move your body more, to manage stress more effectively. Speaking of diet, there are certain foods that work synergistically with this practice. Foods rich in zinc, like pumpkin seeds and oysters, support testosterone production. Foods high in nitrates, like beets and leafy greens, enhance nitric oxide production, which is crucial for blood vessel dilation and erectile function. Healthy fats from sources like wild-caught fish, avocados, and nuts provide the building blocks for hormone production. When you combine this foot massage ritual with a diet rich in these foods, the effects multiply. Hydration is another crucial factor that many men overlook. Your blood is mostly water. When you are chronically dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, circulation slows, nutrient delivery to tissues decreases. Simply drinking more pure water throughout the day can significantly enhance the effects of this practice. I recommend starting each morning with a large glass of water with a squeeze of fresh lemon. This helps hydrate your body after the night and supports your liver in processing the toxins that were cleared during sleep. Sleep itself deserves mention. The quality and quantity of your sleep directly affects testosterone production. Testosterone is primarily produced during deep sleep. If you are not getting enough sleep, or if your sleep is fragmented and shallow, your testosterone levels will suffer no matter what else you do. This foot massage ritual actually supports better sleep through multiple mechanisms. The act of massage is calming. The compounds you absorb help regulate stress hormones. The improved circulation helps your body enter deeper stages of sleep more easily. One of the questions I hear most often is about how long results take and how long they last. This is both practical and important. In the first few days, you might notice subtle shifts. Perhaps you sleep a bit better. Perhaps you wake feeling slightly more energetic. These early signs are encouraging, but the real changes typically emerge in the second and third week. This is when men usually report the return of consistent morning firmness, improved energy throughout the day, increased interest in intimacy. By the end of the first month, if you have been consistent, the improvements often feel substantial. But here is the key. This is not a temporary fix. This is a practice that supports your body's ongoing health. If you stop, the benefits will gradually diminish because you are no longer providing that nightly support. Think of it like watering a garden. You cannot water a plant once and expect it to thrive forever. You must water it regularly. Similarly, this practice works best when it becomes part of your nightly routine, as natural as brushing your teeth. Some men have told me they notice benefits beyond just sexual vitality. Many report that chronic foot pain or discomfort improves. This makes sense because the massage and the anti-inflammatory properties of the ingredients help heal tissues in the feet themselves. Others notice that issues like restless legs or nighttime leg cramps decrease or disappear. The improved circulation and the magnesium that can be absorbed from the castor oil help relax muscles and calm the nervous system. There is also an emotional and psychological component that should not be underestimated. When a man loses his morning vitality, when he struggles with performance, it affects his confidence, his sense of masculinity, his mood, his relationships. The shame and frustration can create a negative cycle where stress and anxiety further worsen the physical symptoms. When vitality begins to return, when morning firmness becomes consistent again, it creates a positive cycle. Confidence improves, stress decreases, the body responds even better. Relationships often improve because the man feels more present, more capable, more like himself. Let me be clear about something. I am not promising that this practice alone will solve severe medical conditions. If you have significant cardiovascular disease, uncontrolled diabetes, or other serious health issues, you need proper medical care. But for the vast majority of men over 60 who are experiencing the normal age-related decline in vitality, this practice can be remarkably effective. It addresses the root causes: poor circulation, inflammation, hormonal imbalance, nervous system sluggishness, in a gentle, natural, sustainable way. The beauty of this approach is its simplicity and safety. You are not introducing synthetic chemicals into your body. You are not forcing artificial responses. You are using substances that humans have safely used for thousands of years, applying them in a way that works with your body's natural design. The risk of side effects is essentially non-existent. The cost is minimal. A bottle of good castor oil, a jar of raw honey, and some Ceylon cinnamon will last you months and cost far less than a single month's supply of pharmaceutical alternatives. I want to share something I have observed over the years. The men who get the best results from this practice are the ones who approach it with patience and consistency. They do not expect overnight miracles. They understand that they are supporting their body's natural healing processes, and natural healing takes time. They make it a nightly ritual, something they look forward to, a few quiet minutes of self-care before sleep. They pay attention to their body's responses and adjust the formula if needed. They combine the practice with other healthy habits. These men often report that after several months, they feel more vital, more energetic, more capable than they have in years. So tonight, as you prepare for bed, I encourage you to try this practice. Gather your ingredients, mix your formula, sit quietly, and massage your feet with intention and care. Put on your socks and go to sleep, knowing that throughout the night, your body is being supported in its natural processes of renewal and restoration. In the morning, pay attention to how you feel. Notice any changes, even subtle ones. Continue the practice every night for at least a month before you judge its effectiveness. Give your body time to respond. Your vitality is not gone. It is not lost forever. It is waiting to be rekindled, waiting for the right support, the right conditions. This practice provides that support. It works with your body, not against it. It honors the wisdom of traditional healing while being grounded in an understanding of how the body actually functions. If this information has been helpful to you, please consider sharing it with other men who might benefit. And if you would like to continue learning about natural approaches to health and vitality, you are welcome to subscribe to this channel where we share practical, science-backed natural remedies regularly. Remember this: your health is your greatest treasure. It is never too late to reclaim it. Sometimes the most profound changes come from the simplest practices. A nightly foot massage with the right natural ingredients might seem too simple to be powerful, but simplicity is often where true power lies. The body knows how to heal itself when given what it needs. Your feet hold the key to vitality you thought was lost. Use that key, be consistent, be patient, and may your journey toward renewed vitality bring you strength, confidence, and joy.